And well, a day after the devastating crash of an Air India flight bound for London, grief and shock continues to grip the nation. The tragedy struck during takeoff in Ahmedabad, claiming at least 265 lives, with only one miraculous survivor. 6 NDRF teams have completed rescue efforts, though officials say the final death toll will be confirmed only after a full clearance of the site. The digital video recorder was recovered earlier today, but the search continues for the aircraft's black box, vital to understanding what went wrong. Meanwhile, Fire Department also found GPS tracker during the investigation. A team of NIA also verified the crash site and was accompanied by the other central agency officials. DNA tests are underway to identify the victims. Well, Times Network's Pratibha filed this ground report from the site. Let's go across and take a look at what she's got.
We're currently outside the BJ Medical College, and right behind me you can see the wreckage of the plane. This is the flight, the Boeing 787 that crashed into this building. There are in fact several students who were inside who were having food in the mess at the time of the incident when the entire plane came crashing down there. Many of these students were having their lunch when it crashed. Suddenly the entire area went up in flames. You can see all around me in the building as well, you can see black marks. Now the police officials have reached there. In fact, they've secured the area and we've been asked not to be here. Currently, remember earlier today, the Prime Minister had also visited this very spot. The students from this vicinity have been evacuated already and they have been taken to safer areas. On the other hand, you can see here the wreckage still stays. This is going to be a very significant site in the investigations that will be going on as well. The details around what happened that led to this crash still remain. Remember, immediately after takeoff, within just 39 seconds is when the SOS call, the Mayday call had been given. And within just 10 seconds, the flight had this fate. So this is where it finally came to. Now the investigations are underway with what exactly happened. The black box is going to hold the answers to a lot of questions on what could have happened. The last moments before the distress call was made, what happened after the distress call was made, all of it will be recorded, and that is something that the officials will be looking at. The flight radar data as well as the voice recordings from the cockpit are going to be very, very significant. But this, what you're seeing behind me, is the wreckage of the flight, where you can see the ill-fated flight came crashing into this building. In fact, as of now, investigations are still continuing on what happened after that SOS call was made. Did the pilot try to steer away from this residential area? You can see buildings around as well with black marks because of the huge flame, ball of flame that was made because of this crash. Police officials are currently at the spot. Earlier today, the Prime Minister also visited this area, after which he also held a meeting. The Home Minister has also visited the area. There are several people, including casualties from here, who have been taken to the hospital where they are undergoing treatment.
Right, now we are joined by my colleague Sameer Dixit, who's joining us on the phone line with the latest updates. Sameer, do tell us, what are you picking up?
So that's the very important information that the investigative agencies, they have recovered the black box from the crash site, and this is very important in the direction of the investigation to find out the real reason behind the crash. Now let me tell you that this black box, which actually is not black in color, the nomen is that it is termed as black box, but it consists of two equipments which are placed almost at the tail side of the aircraft, and this consists of the equipment. The first one is the cockpit voice recorder, the second one is the flight data recorder. So these are the two equipments which are very much essential. Now let me tell you that the flight data recorder helps to actually get the technical information, that what was the altitude at which the flight was cruising. In addition to this, all the technical details, for example, the altitude, the speed, even the engine performance, autopilot, these all sort of critical information is being stored in the flight data recorder, whereas the cockpit voice recorder actually records the communication that is being carried out between the pilot and the ATC, and that is also very important to know, because if you see, DGCA has mentioned that the pilot gave a mayday call to Ahmedabad ATC before the ill-fated flight crashed at the residential building. So this black box will definitely help the investigative agencies to find out the reasons behind the establish the sequence that how the flight actually took off from Ahmedabad.
Right, Samir, thank you so much for joining. We seem to have faced a technical glitch there. We'll get Samir on board later, but thank you so much for joining us, Samir, for now. Let's move on to the next story that